baseball is really bringing it right now. A lot of highlights. We're getting into an important stretch, I believe, for baseball as fall obviously brings playoff baseball, which is not only just best-of-7 series, but the best players playing in the biggest moments for baseball, which could potentially be the last year of baseball. Now there's an investigation taking place in one particular team that is certainly offset the scales a little bit in how money has been used over the last few years and going into the future, but baseball is bringing it damn near every single night. Ty, Fernando Tatis Jr., I know he hits absolute bombs. I had no idea he's robbing home runs, and then not only robbing home runs, staring down, and then the flip from the glove to his hand afterwards, which comes from the fans' perspective, is crazy. What a catch. Hi, obviously snags that grand slam there. That would have been. The guy that hit that thought he had a grand slam on a dog. Yeah. Absolute dog. I didn't know Slam Diego had it like this. I didn't know Fernando had it like this, but it feels like this is happening like every single night we got highlights, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, Tatis is an absolute showman. He had a really slow start to the year in turn, because he's a power hitter, but he didn't hit a home run for a really long time, and that's the one thing with baseball. When guys like flash the glove a little bit when their defense is on, usually it reaps benefits at the plate. He hit 2 homers last night as well, but there are a cluster of so many teams that are close to the playoffs right now. Like it's not playoff baseball for them, but like the Padres are in a position where like they have the playoffs. Their sights set on that, and there are like 8 teams that are maybe within 1 or 2 games of them or all of each other in the NL playoffs. Same deal in the AL. So like while it does seem like, like the Cubs, the Brewers, the Dodgers are the clear-cut favorites. They're kind of, they have much better records than everybody else. Like 60% of the NL and like 65 to 70% of the AL, like although these teams maybe haven't had the seasons that they wanted, like they're still very much in the playoff race. So like every single one of these games, every night matters.
Cubs, Brewers, Dodgers, Rays, I saw had a really nice record up there. And they would certainly be a case study on, hey, you don't have to spend deferred billions of dollars to win, because I guess they spend nothing, and they're currently sitting at 75 and 50. You said the Brewers and the Cubs are heavy favorites to win this whole thing. We got to get the Pirates out of their division. we got to get the Pirates out of there, okay? We need to move. Skeno, they're giving him a break. What are we learning about Skeno?
He went today.
How's that going? Good?
You can imagine how it went today.
No.
I can't.
Well, 3-1. The Tigers are up right now.
He went 4 innings, didn't touch 98 again.
Shut him down.
Most walks in the season.
Well, yeah, he has a 5-day cycle. They delay that thing. Obviously, he's going to be off kilter a little bit. Tigers are a good baseball team. Everybody needs to relax here. Skeno not hitting 98 has been the story, right? Yeah. There's something wrong with him is what everybody thinks, Ty?
Yeah, and I mean, I believe so. I mean, we talked to Skeno a little bit. He said that, he felt good. It wasn't, like he wasn't injured, but something's going on. You don't go from throwing 100, 101 every single time, like deep into games, to, like Diggs said, like throwing 65 pitches at this point in the season and then getting pulled. Or today, the whole point was like, he's just a little run down. He's a little tired. We need to give him a couple extra days of rest and recuperation in between starts. And if he only went 4 innings today and he's walking a bunch of guys, 80 pitch, like it just, something's going on. And I suppose the Pirates, if they got hot right now, because there is still a little over a month left, like the Buccos could still make the playoffs, but at this point, like you got to shut him down, because I personally think something is wrong, and it might be something as simple as he has arthroscopic surgery and they just like clean up some scar tissue or whatever, but he is very clearly not the same guy that he was last year, and he should be a guy who every time he goes out there, he dominates.
We think Pittsburgh Sportsnet Pittsburgh were the ones that put this stat up there. This is kind of what everybody's talking about. This is what Ty was just talking about. This is what Tone was just talking about. And remember, all the way back to World Baseball Classic, okay, which Skeno was very thankful to be a part of, lucky to be a part of, felt like he was leading. He wasn't throwing fast. And remember, D-Row was like, he's not over pitching right now. He's kind of picking guys apart. He's kind of still working into it a little bit. Turns out that is carried. We hope Skeno gets healthy. Yep. D-Butt would like to shut him down.
Shut him down.
Shut him down.
Too bad.
I agree.
He's got a bad case of D-Rowitis.
I think he showed up. I think he showed up like that. I think.
Really?
Because remember, D-Row was saying he's not overthrown. I think he told us that, right?
He pitched well in the World Baseball Classic, too.
Had to move everything up a month.
Yeah, then it didn't matter because, like, he was.
But was he throwing 100 and something? I don't think so.
I think he touched it a couple times, which, again, that early. But I think that probably a part of that, too, was, like, adrenaline, because we talked about it at the time. Like, those were those were the most important, impactful games that he had played in since he was in the national championship at LSU. Like, those were huge moments. But, like, it just in the middle of the summer, for how big he is, what we've seen him do before, like, he should be throwing 100 plus. It's really weird to see him. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but like 6 miles an hour of velocity, like the drop off, like.